Hello.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Philomena.
I'm Anne.
Yeah, maybe let's start. I saw it's been reported that the TikTok app hit 1 billion downloads either earlier in this year with 1 million in the United States. So it's really popular all over the world, both in the East and the West country. But actually, the media environment different between East and West country. So can you tell me about what's the difference, like the usage about that
Sure.
question?
So I think in the West, people tend to use platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. I guess a part of that, the big reason for that, is that, well, in China, for example, they're censored, so obviously they're not accessible.
Yeah.
But I don't think censorship is solely accountable. So, for example, in South Korea, Naver or KakaoTalk is the most popular social media platform, and they don't have any kind of censorship. So I think there's also a kind of gravitation towards homegrown social media in a sense, and social media that understands the needs of the individuals in that society. With regards to TikTok, I'm pretty sure that TikTok filled a gap that the old media platform Vine left behind. So there's a trend of, I think, whenever social media platforms die for one reason or another, something else emerges to fill that gap.
Like I am an international student, so do you think international student and immigrated use different platforms than people in their origin countries and countries where they immigrate? So why is that different?
I think we usually tend to think about Chinese international students just because there are so many of them in Melbourne. I think there's a tendency for Chinese international students to make friends with each other. So one aspect is that the communication barrier. So it's much easier to use Chinese social media platforms that people already exist on and that they probably used before they came to Australia. Also, there's the fact that obviously friends and family back home are still using that. So it's a way to keep in contact so they don't get lonely or homesick. I read an article somewhere about the tendency for international students to often inhabit what they called a parallel society. There's a kind of doubleness to everything, they still interact with people from their home country, but in Australia and in a kind of parallel environment to everyone else.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much about your
That's okay.
Yeah.